Right, folks, welcome back to another For Fox's Sake. Yes, I'm bringing this back again. Obviously, I'm going to be reviewing the Arsenal v Leicester game last night, but you're probably sitting there thinking, what's there on his kitchen table? That is my perfect draft beer machine. Got it from Beer Hawk. They're sponsoring me, you know. If you use the code BVM10, you get 10% off cans and bottles delivery to your house or even your front door. Unfortunately, that's not discounted with the BVM10 code, but it's fucking brilliant. Anyway, so don't forget, folks, use the BVM10 code, go on the Beer Hawk website, and you will not be disappointed. Just like I'm not. Right, folks. Oh, and also, please drink responsibly. That's what I've just wrote down on my tablet. So, Leicester City played Arsenal yesterday. And, well, I paid for the game. I did a rant. I feel a bit of a hypocrite, really, because I did a bit of a rant on how Sky are ripping all the football fans off. And apparently, in the West Brom Burnley game, there are only 74 people who paid the £15 to watch it. Elliot told me that because I watched the game yesterday with him on his programme, The Match. So you could have watched it along with me and Elliot while I was talking complete shit, making people laugh. Bit like Morecambe and Wise, really. Elliot with the straight one, I think I was the stupid one. So anyway, I paid for it. Just because I was doing the kickoff, not the kickoff, that's the other programme, the match with Elliot, and I don't want to be seen to be breaking the law and streaming it, but it's going to happen. Sky have only got themselves to blame. You know what I mean? People cannot afford to pay out money to watch these games at £15 a time. That would have been like 30 quid. Last week I gave money to charity. All these clubs that are doing this pay you £15 charity. Absolutely brilliant. Great idea. And that. But let's get on to the game. So you see the team sheet and you think, Brendan's forgot to pick a striker. What's he doing? What's he doing here? You know, we didn't really have a recognised striker. You were playing Barnes up front. And then we just like packed the defence in the midfield, and it was just basically come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Shut the blinds, Ginge. Thank you. Shut the dog up, bark at people walking by. But because I was on the match with Elliot, and like he'd asked for the scores to come through. And people were basically predicting an Arsenal win, you know, something like 5-0. Somebody had been sniffing glue and said 5-0. You know, Leicester aren't the best team, but they're not that bad that they'd let 5 in. You know, they're not like Man City. You know, that kind of thing was like, gave me a bit of hope because it was all Arsenal were going to win. Arsenal were going to win. Arsenal were going to do this and Arsenal were going to do that. And it just like, you think, well, when people are thinking like that, it isn't going to happen. It just isn't going to happen. So, you know, I mean, Leicester went to the Arsenal, and it was 1973, the last time Leicester beat Arsenal at their ground, Highbury. Great ground, that, innit? I've been to Highbury. It's a fucking brilliant place. It's got the old, well, it did have the old, I don't know, it just felt good, didn't it, Highbury? That was the year, 1973, that Britain joined the EU. Bit of a thing there, isn't there? Bit of a thing going there. So anyway, I seen the lineup and I thought, right, we're going to see what he's going to do. We're going to sit back, we're going to invite him on, and like I said, they come and have a go. But surprisingly, the first actual effort was a Maddison shot just inside the Arsenal half. Now, if that had gone in, fucking hell, that'd have been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like my new cup. Got it from down the King Power the other day when I went and bought my new shirt. But anyway, Arsenal then started to look a bit lively, and I don't know whether they thought it was a bit of a let-off. And Arsenal had a corner, and it was disallowed. Now, I'm not... You know, I couldn't really see anything wrong with the goal as such. I don't think... I mean, no Leicester players really appealed for a foul or an obstruction or whatever. It was, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, I'm thankful that it was spotted and the goal was disallowed. You know what I mean? Because, let's face it, any football fan would feel exactly the same whose team's just conceded a goal in the 3rd minute. But no, I personally couldn't see anything wrong with the goal. Yeah, I don't know. But obviously the powers that be saw something wrong and stopped it, disallowed the goal. So that was it. After that, really, I'm just reading my notes. You know, Arsenal didn't look too bad. You know, I mean, I've been on AFTV and I've seen some of the comments and stuff, and some of the fans. Arsenal didn't play that too bad. I also had a quick look at Hugh Wizzy after the goal went in and see him have his bit of a meltdown. I love you. He's brilliant. I'll be honest. I would have never have watched him if it weren't for this. What's happened to my life, but the Hugh. I'll talk a bit about Hugh later on. But Arsenal didn't play too bad. They had some chances. They bottled it. Lacazette, he had the header. He should have fucking... That is his job. It was... The ball came across. Castano fucking screwed it up. And I apologise about the names because I'm not very good at saying names. He fucked it. He lost it in the flight, and Arsenal got the cross in. And he should have scored. There is no fucking two ways about it. I don't... You know... That is his job. His job is to get into the 6-yard box and put the fucking ball in the net. Total fucking missed it. I honestly, you know, it's all very well moaning about Leicester City just sitting deep and taking them on. But Arsenal had the chances. They did have the chances, and they failed to create a goal out of them. They had something like 11 shots in the first half, and then only 1 in the second half. You know, I mean, you can't really moan that you had, you know, that. It's the way football goes. The job is to put the ball in the net, and if your overpaid players can't fucking do it, that ain't my fault, and it certainly ain't Leicester's fucking fault. So yeah, I thought Arsenal played quite well in the first half, and then in the second half, Arsenal didn't really change it. You'd thought they'd have changed the tactics a little bit, or I don't know if they just sat there in the changing rooms and said, right, go out and do the same. Well, you weren't really doing enough in the first half, and you should have changed it a bit. Arsenal, I mean, I don't watch a lot of Arsenal, but a lot of it does seem to go down the left-hand side. I don't know why. Is that the strength inside or what? But I don't know. So yeah, I just weren't surprised. Well, I was a bit surprised that Arsenal didn't change something. I wasn't surprised Leicester didn't change anything, because Leicester were just biding the time. They were just grinding the clock down and then going for it. You know, and obviously that you could just see from the lineup that Leicester had, that was it. I thought Tielemans were fucking brilliant before I start talking about the goal. I thought Tielemans was absolute class, absolute brilliant. I think the big change did come though when David Luiz went off, right? Because that brought on Mustafi. And with all due respect to Arsenal fans, because I'm not here to fucking slate you lot and all that, I'm just giving my opinion. He's not very good, is he? He's not very good, and that's all there is to it. And it came, as you can see from the goal. I thought when David Luiz did go off, I thought this is an opening for Leicester. This is just ride the tide, and we'll go. And it did actually happen. Leicester, Arsenal did actually have a shot. Bellerin or Belfarin or whatever his fucking name is. You're right back in with a stupid little moustache and the beard. Looks like he should have been a fucking a D'Artagnan or fucking, who were the blokes with the swords? Three Musketeers. He looks like he should have been one of them. Anyway, he had a shot. Schmeichel saved it. And then it just like started to open up a bit more for Leicester. We started to create a bit more space and drag you all apart. We brought Vardy on, and that was just really that was the turning point. I honestly don't understand what we're going to do when Vardy packs in. When Leicester lose Vardy, because he's 33, you know, he can't keep doing this for fucking ever. And I don't know what's going to happen, but it was a superb ball from Tielemans out to under, who then put it over and put it in. Vardy put it in. It was just superb. That was like how Leicester, you know, this is what Leicester won the league on. They used to sit back, counter attack, and this is what's it. Teams cannot help a through ball, can't defend a through ball like Tielemans did, and then under with his pace and putting it in, and it was just superb. It was a perfect cross. You can't really say any more. The only thing you can say, and like I say, I'm not being disrespectful to Arsenal, because I do like Arsenal. I fucking love Ian Wright. I love the days of Tony Adams, the Seaman in goal, and it was just a brilliant time to watch Arsenal play, you know. So I do like Arsenal. You know, I actually went down to the Davies testimonial match with Woofy years ago to see Celtic Arsenal, and I had a great time. I had some, you know, chatted to some Arsenal fans, and they were fucking brilliant, and I really do like Arsenal, but your defence yesterday was fucking lacking and woeful, and I do feel sorry, if that's the word I can use, that it's only going to get worse, because the defence is awful. But Vardy came in, he scored the goal, and then he nearly had another one a little bit later, and I don't think it was so much of a save. I think it was just the ball fucking bonked him on his head, you know, Leno in goal. That was it. It was just a bonk on the head, and that was it. But Tielemans was class, absolutely brilliant. Fafan, he's come in, he's doing a job. He's just looking good for Leicester. I think we've actually made some good signings. It's going to take time to settle down and get them all in together, but that's about it. So to cap this off, you can only play who's in front of you. Leicester did the job, they did the research, they did the homework, they came in and they went down to the Emirates and they did a job. Now, I've been watching some of the feedback off of these other Arsenal sites. Robbie off AFTV, he's class, he is. I love him. Fucking brilliant. He's wasted on that channel. He could do other stuff, and that's not being, again, disrespectful. He's just got a talent. I just like him. He looks at things from different points of view, turns it around. I watched a bit by T.Y. I don't know. I've seen him at times. He moans like fuck he does. He ought to have a look at his own team before all he does is bang on about Jamie Vardy being a cheat. Fucking Jamie Vardy being a cheat. Arsenal wanted fucking Vardy a few years ago. Arsenal also wanted fucking Brendan Rodgers. So it's no good going on about him fucking doing this and doing that, because you wanted him yourselves. Arsenal have got to look at themselves and think, what the fuck is going on? So mate, you know, and you're confident to go in Man United at the next week? I would not be confident at all, to be fair, mate. I'm with Robbie. I'll be really worried. I mean, I'm not fucking too fussed about Man United at the moment, but you've got to have a fucking game plan and not just fucking blame yourself all the while. I watched you when the Leicester goal went in, and I love you. He's brilliant. He's always made me feel welcome on the kickoff and everything like that. But he's right. He's what he exactly says is, you know, there's a lot of frauds out there for Arsenal at the moment who are not trying, and when it gets tough, they just go missing. And I do worry for Arsenal as such. But on to the Leicester game. Fucking brilliant. Rodgers went in, did his own work. He got them big teeth smiling, all nice and gleaming. He fucking knew what he was doing. And hopefully we can learn from this and we can push on. Leicester can push on. I don't know whether we're going to get top four. We've got a lot of injuries, and hopefully we can sort it all out and get the lads back and, you know, and push on. It's funny times at Leicester, because 1 minute it's up, next minute it's down. I think we're playing away from home, we're happier. I don't know why. It's just the way of the crazy world and the situation. Anyway, you've looked at my beer perfect draft. Go and have another look on my other videos and see what you think. Use the code BVM10. You won't be disappointed. Beer brought to your door. If you can't get out, it's on its way. It's perfect. Perfect draft. BVM10 Beer Hawk. Go check them out. Right, 1-0 to the Leicester. 1-0 to the Leicester lads. That's what they used to sing, innit, down the Arsenal. 1-0. Now then, is this camera going to switch off after 15 minutes, or is it going to run on for longer? Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to have to sort this out. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of For Fox's Sake. You can see why I use it, because Leicester fans do actually say that quite a lot. All right, folks, laters.